What's up, everybody? It's the GPK Warriors, but today we turned into the Garbage Chute Droids Warriors. That's right, GCD Warriors is in the house. We're here with Mr. Adam Marks. Hello, Mr. Adam Marks.
Hello, hello. How's it going?
Doing well. Just want to introduce you. Mr. Garbage Chute Droids himself is Mr. Adam Marks up here. Make sure you follow him at Garbage Chute Droids at Facebook, Adam Marks at Facebook, and Garbage Chute Droids Fan Club on Facebook. Also find them on Instagram. They're also on Insta for you young people.
I'm not on TikTok though, so
no
I'm too old for that.
But yes, if you guys don't know, if you're new to us, I am Handsome Sal. This is Will Green, and that's Brian Siegel, also known as Beans. We are the GCD Warriors, and we're here to represent Garbage Chute Droids. Adam Marks has some special stuff to share with you guys. I want to say hello to some people in the chat before we let Adam Marks take over and run the show as the Jedi Master, as we are some Padawans watching these Garbage Chute Droids happen. We have Duncan, DK Subconscious, watching from a plane. I hope there's no snakes on it. Will Green's in the chat. He's also in the stream. Hello, Mr. Green. Cheryl Brooks Vic, a wonderful member of the Garbage Chute Droids and Garbage Pail Kids community. What's up, Cheryl? Jessica Ickes. Hello, Jessica. Robert Decker, another Garbage Chute Droids member, a freaking painter at that. He makes wonderful Garbage Chute Droids. Robert Decker's in the chat. Let's go. Oh, and Jason Heffernan, what's up? Another artist, great artist. He works on digital. If you want to check out another artist, if you're looking for more artists, I would definitely recommend Jason Heffernan to you, Mr. Marks.
Yeah, hey, anyone who wants to come on board, we'll get to that. But yeah, if you have a passion for it and you're interested, hit me up.
I will introduce him to you. I will definitely introduce him to you. But yes. Let's focus on what you want to do. You are big on the screen. We're here to react to whatever you want to show. And if you guys can't see what he's doing, he's packing up wax packs manually.
Yeah, I'm going to take a little break from that. I'll get back to that in a moment. Brian sits here sketching. Other guys sketch. I make wax packs.
That's right.
And I'll be doing that. I've been making 1,000 of them, about 2/3 of the way done.
Can't tell half of the box behind you there.
Yeah, well, there's a whole nother box right underneath it that I still have to get to.
Wonderful.
But cool, but thanks. I'm sure a lot of the people who are listening probably know who I am, but about almost 4 years ago. Oh, almost 5 years ago, actually. At this point, I got together with Brent Scotchmer, who's another artist.
Amazing artist
and Garbage Pail Kids
from Australia.
From Australia, but I got to know him a little while, and then I had commissioned him for a sketch for Adam Baum, my favorite Garbage Pail Kid and the best one. Actually, the second best one. Adam Boom is the best one. Adam Baum's the second best one. But Adam Baum and R5D4, who is a Star Wars droid who I collect, and he's like, sure, we could do a commission. There's gonna be a sketch card, and then he's like, but we could do a 5x7, then you could make cards for it. And that started Garbage Chute Droids. So it's basically a mashup fan set of Garbage Pail Kids and Star Wars droids. I was on actually probably about a year ago when I did my maybe a little less than a year ago when I think the previous site to this. But we just to kind of show off the stuff I've done, and I think, hey, and Sal and I were talking like, hey, I have new stuff. And like, hey, we should do a stream and show it off. So want to come up. I've been teasing stuff for the last month or so. All the new stuff I've got. This is my most ambitious release yet. I think I took on a little too much, but I've been teasing a lot of it. I'm happy to show it off, chat, answer questions, show, like I said, all the different stuff we have. And like I said, I've been trying to pack up. I have 1,000 wax packs that I'm trying to pack up for this release. For anyone who's familiar with my the way I do it, I have what's called a collector pack and a hobby pack. My hobby pack is the cheaper, $4 to $5. There's no guaranteed hit. There's no sketches in there. But in this one, about 80% of them will have some kind of bonus. So I'll get to that. And then I'm going to do 500 collector packs, which all have some type of guaranteed hit in there. They could be a sketch, could be autographed metal cards, a whole redemption for metal sets, action figures, coins. There's a whole list out there. And unlike Topps, probably unlike anybody else out there, 50% sketch hit rate. So of the 500 collector packs, there are 250 sketches. Actually, more than that because there's a couple of loaded sketches in there as well. Brian has a couple in there. But it's just been a lot of fun. But I'll also tell you, last April, when this was hoping to get this out probably back in like June or July. Last April, I wound up getting a herniated disc in my neck and a pinched nerve, which just knocked me out for a few months. Finally getting back out there. So, as anybody who, as you guys know, put together any type of packs and tried to make wax packs and just collate stuff, you use your hands and your arms a lot and your neck, and when they hurt, you can't really do a whole lot. So finally been getting back into it, getting everything done. I'm getting really close. I've been doing these really slow roll releases and teases for anyone who's been following me on Facebook or Instagram, basically to buy me time, because I was hoping to get out a lot longer. But really, I just want to come in here, chat, give a little story about the newest character we have coming out, show off some of the other sets, and then just while I was sitting here just packing up packs anyway, and I figured it was also pretty a cool way to show people what actually goes into making these wax packs. Please come and chat. So that's why we're here tonight.
When is the next character coming out?
So my plan right now, God willing, is next Friday night. So pretty much 1 week from right now. And like you guys got me to do last year, I'm going to hopefully do an actual live stream rip and ship. I know my son got involved in those opening stuff, so I don't have specific details right now, but I'm hoping next Friday night to pretty much put a couple of hours aside and start selling all of these wax packs and anything else people want. And that's what I figure. It's always a great thing to just come out, show off the stuff, give people a little sneak peek and a little taste, maybe even do a couple of giveaways tonight.
I want to tell you guys firsthand about Garbage Chute Droids. I've won stuff on there. I've got the scratcher from a pack and got full metal sets. My friends, my fellow warriors have got sketch hits where it gets flowed to you. Like the sketch is coming to you, but not yet. It's not in the pack. It's coming to you directly from the artist. It's awesome.
Yeah, we don't have any. There were no. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Brian.
No, I got a full color proof set of the Halloween set.
Yeah,
that's right. Yep, you did. You got that on stream.
Yes,
that's right.
You did.
Yeah, and there's no sketch commissions this go around. There are a bunch of redemptions. I know everyone knows our good friend Rusty Gilligan. He there's a couple of sketches he just didn't quite get in time to get in the pack. So there's a few redemption sketches, but those are still not commissions. They're just pure redemptions. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy to go over some of the stuff in here, but I've been teasing the last few days the new character, so I figured I might as well at least show off the new character we're talking about. So for those not familiar, the way I did releases to start was, like I said, my first character, Bad Motivator, was that R5D4 Atom Bomb mashup, and I basically made a set that's like, it's a garbage pail kit, so you have to have an A and a B name, and like they've been doing recently, you have to have concept art, and you also, why not have a C name? So I had kind of a limited edition set that was, I think, limited initially to 50. I've recently up to 75. I'm bringing it back down to 50, trying to keep it a little bit more limited this release. So there's a C name, some additional concept art. We did autographs and metal cards and stickers. So I kind of base these big releases off a given character. This now is my 9th character in about 5 years. We were initially doing one every 3 to 4 months, then it was every 6 months. Now it's about every 10 to 12 months we do a big release like this. But I do a whole character set, a couple of sketch reproduction sets I'll show off, and a giant wax packs release. And because that time frame started getting bigger and bigger, this is also when we went to the theme sets, which I know a number you know about, because it was a cool idea to say, hey, why not bridge that time with some really cool artwork? And we do all these sketches, and why not get these sketch artists to say, let's create a set. One of the first ones was actually called not the Garbage Chute Droids you're looking for, which was not Star Wars related, but I did a holiday theme set, a hometown theme set. Hey, you're up. And so I've been doing these theme sets, but this is kind of my big character release. So my newest character, it actually has an interesting story, and I'll even start off with that story before we get into showing him off again.
Let's go.
4 years ago, June of 2020, middle of COVID. Oh, interesting times. But I had just put out my first 2 characters, Bad Mo and Anthony Dangles, and I was starting to prep for my third one. And this one collector who had bought the stuff pretty much since the beginning said, hey, I had this cool idea. You inspired me. And he drew a mashup of a Star Wars droid and a Garbage Pail Kid. And he wound up sending it to me. And I started chatting with him, like, well, if you want to do more, I can send you, because at the time it wasn't known, I was going to do wax packs and sketch cards.
Mm-hmm.
So he sent the card to me. I sent some stuff out. And a lot of you know Michael Davidson. This was actually
Evoy.
He started with this guy right here. Let me see right here, which was our Gonk droid with Stormy Heather.
Yes.
And it was just a fun thing. He sent this to me. This is the original sketch card. I've held on to it in my collection. So this go around when I'm trying to figure out, okay, what's the next character? Because we want to kind of brainstorm, and I'll reach out to my artist, say, hey, do you have any ideas? I wanted a Gonk droid, and I started looking through things. I'm like, you know what? I went back to that, and I said, you know what? Let's go do that, and kind of use that as my inspiration. And then we've done a bunch of different iterations, but so I'll show off the first card, my 9C card. So there's actually my concept art is Michael's, not Brent's, Michael's original concept.
Awesome.
So he has a card in here. And the final card, as I'm calling Giga Wyatt for Gigawatt, is that.
I love it.
So that was the concept, and that's kind of our final. He's a lot more specific if you're looking right next to, Stormy Heather. But so you have Giga Wyatt, and for the first time to release this, the B name is Gen R8R. So Generator.
That's hilarious.
Nice little droid name.
Yes.
So this is my 9A, 9B, and 9C. And then while I'm here, I'll show off. So my C name, which is that these cards are limited to just 50. They're not numbered.
Just remember when I order mine to sign mine, because I have the other one signed by you. I have a collection of signed garbage.
I'll be happy to.
A lot of people don't know that actually the Gonk droid itself is actually a big battery.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's even better.
Well, and that was it. He's also his power droid on his original cards. So he has a giant walking battery. So that's why it was a funny, just kind of.
Well, Brian knows that. Brian knows that because he has a Gonk droid generator for his air gun.
For my airbrushes.
Your airbrushes.
So, if any of you watched The Bad Batch, which was a recent animated show, there was actually a Gonk droid which they call Gonky, which gave me the name of Gonk for this is my limited edition.
C
this is
card?
gonna be 9D.
9D. That's a D card.
D cards. This is the limited edition. There's only going to be 50 of them. I don't know if you can. And then included with that, my limited edition concept art. So this is one of the digital ones that Brent and I do that we're going forth with. So you can see the way Brent and I work, especially with digital now, is I'll talk with him the concept. He'll kind of sketch some stuff up, and we'll chat. And the beautiful thing about the internet is he might be in Australia, I might be in New Jersey, but we have a few hours that we can get at night on, and we'll kind of chat and go through and kind of come up with ideas. So we went through how do we do the face and this, and you'll see on this case, like we originally went with more of a face look with two eyes, kind of like Stormy's.
Yes.
Eyes, the fish, and we're trying to figure out how we do the different boots.
It's like George Jetson's talking computer. Remember that? It had the face. It had the face on the screen. George.
But so you can kind of see, and then we kind of talked through and said, well, let's go back to one eye. And if anybody knows the old Kenner droids, this is the sticker
that looks like
from this
action figure.
Yep, it's perfectly modeled after that. It's not, if you'll notice, instead of an umbrella, I think originally it was umbrella. Brent's idea was to go with a satellite dish instead of an umbrella up there. We went with originally it was like like Stormy had was a zipped up jacket. We went with an open jacket to show off more. So it was just a matter of, as we do with a lot of things, tweaking it. If you're familiar, we took the inspiration from the fish from episode 1 of Phantom Menace to tweak I don't know why it's not really coming great, but you'll see a lot of this online. So we went through here. We have the sticker as we do. I have a whole bunch of stuff here. We're gonna have like normal the autograph version, and then I'll also show off because we started with our second character, the fourth name. So we have Giga Wyatt, we have Generator, Gonk, and then for the medal, the golden medal as well as the super medal, Power Surge.
There's no chrome, but yes, you have a chrome. Of course you do.
No, that's a gold.
So this is a gold, like heavy metal card. So
is that the E card?
So this is the G. So this will be G, and and then there's the super metal, which I don't have one of me, which are limited to about 10 or so for every printing to have thing on there. So there's a lot of different options. We even have, as kind of our coloring card, which we use as a checklist. So just so the set itself, and I'm still working on pricing. It's gonna be similar to in the past, but you can, as with everything, I kind of offer the cheap. If you just want the 3 cards in a set, it's like $5, not a big deal. Then I'll probably have a whole combo set that will probably be up to $100. That'll include the full set and wax packs, and actually I'll show off. I have so I was mentioning with sketch cards, I do an artist reproduction set, right? So I take one of the hardest things in this job is getting these amazing sketches in and putting them in packs and giving them away. I want to keep them. I mean, I'm a collector. Like I started this because I'm a collector first, and it's like the hardest thing is giving away all these packs. So with that first, I think it was my 4th set when I started doing wax. I'm like, you know what? Let me take the coolest sketches I get and make reproduction sets from them. So that's pretty much a way for me to kind of hold on to the art. So this set here is my set that's coming up. I've shared all this online, but I'll kind of go through all of them. I mean, everybody's going to recognize. And by the way, I think all of these sketches are available. Either all or all but one are available in.
Is that a Lowell Isaac Mo?
This is Lowell Isaac. Yes, it is.
Oh, that is wonderful.
And really there's neat. I think 4 or 5 versions of these that you can pick up.
Nice.
Next is from Jack Lope. I see him as Jack Smithson on the.
Yes, Mr. Smithson.
I don't know why this isn't focusing very well. I apologize for that. Everybody will recognize this artist. Let me turn this off.
Greg.
So Greg Trees.
Greg Trees, yeah.
Greg. Oh,
G13.
Greg.
G13.
Mike Ritchie.
I love this one.
That's our bro.
Another one I think we all know.
That
You'll
Fox.
know that one, so.
Clinton Yeager.
Clinton Yeager. Oh, I didn't recognize that. That's wonderful.
Nice horizontal.
That's that. Clinton Yeager does magic with the colored pencils.
Yeah. This is probably the worst. And I had to put one in there. I felt guilty. I really didn't want to, but I put this guy in here.
Max Axe.
Max Axe. That's pretty.
This is Brian's.
Beans card.
So that's Brian.
What did you name him, Brian?
Huh? What I name
what was
him?
the name for it?
Man, I forgot. He's actually one of the droids from Rebels.
Yeah, but what did you name the character for the card?
Didn't have a name for the
card. Yeah, what kind of artist are you, Brian Siegel?
Well, let's just go.
I don't even know.
Jay Hammond. This is a Nat Nerd.
Jay.
He just joined Garbage Chute Droids recently, right? Yeah.
Any guesses on it? Look at all the albino rhino.
I know,
Ryan.
but
albino rhino.
That's Ryan.
Ryan did do that one. Yes.
Yeah, that's Ryan.
Nice.
This is Tony Cardona. I know he kind of cut a couple of cards in there as well, like this Dead Ted or Deteriorated Ted. Boom. Another one of the.
Know that one.
Yes, we know who that is.
Yeah.
His favorite card. Big Adam.
Big Adam.
This style, everybody should pretty much be familiar.
I like that trash trace.
That's Mike LaPeruta.
That is Mike. Yep.
That's Mike LaPeruta.
And then finally,
on him La Puerta.
No, it's LaPeruta.
I know.
And then finally, the C3PO, which is
that's Fox.
That's really
Neil Camara. Neil Camara.
Oh, I love this Tremors card that he did for you.
Yeah, he did the Tremors, which was actually a takeoff of his Garbage Pail Kid card he did for the
I freaking loved it. That was such a full circle.
Yeah. So I kind of put together. So this is the artist reproduction set. This is going to be in here. Because we kept mentioning Fox name. I'll show off the one thing that a lot of you guys actually show off. 2 things that Fox did. One was there was a Smallville convention, which my family's a fan of. We've been doing a rewatch of it. There was the first Salute to Smallville convention they announced earlier this year, literally in the town I live in. And we're like, it is a 2-minute drive from my house. How do we not go? So I asked Fox to make special cards up, so to give out as swag, and I'll kind of have some of these for sale as well as for some for autographs. So I had this matching this way. So it's a Smallville, Clark Kent, and Lex Luthor kind of puzzle piece that Fox did for me, which I wound up getting versions for with Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum to sign. So
That is awesome.
I did a pre-sale. I have a few more of these that will be for sale. There's even a couple of these in the wax packs. But the biggest thing that I went about a year ago to Fox for, Mike, I have a special project. I saw a sketch card that he did. That was a little sketch card. I'm like, I need you something special, and we've been sitting on this for like a year. And it's what we're calling Mount Droidmore.
Mhm.
That I showed off the top row of it over the last kind of couple weeks. But it is a connecting puzzle. Starts with Bad Mo.
Oh, yep.
Connects to
Dangles.
my Dangles,
It's so sick.
which connects to
Of course.
Oh, that's the
Roy-
robot.
Assassin Droid.
Yeah, Assassin Droid. That's right.
Which, oops, this is not in the right order. Which then connects to my Deteriorated.
Yes.
But there's a second row, and it's kind of hard to do right here. But then there's a second row, so kind of underneath the Bad Mo, and these are the first times, actually exclusive. The first time we're
Wow.
showing these off.
Thank you for
So
sharing
underneath
that
that,
with us.
you can kind of see my Chronic Cough,
Yep.
which
Nice.
connects to Junkie Jakku,
Wonderful.
which connects to
Yep.
Max
Yeah,
Machina,
yep, the scientist. Yep.
Max.
which connects to Misbehave Dave.
Misbehave Dave.
And then I'll also show off, since we're just showing off the newest thing, if I grab. So starting in the third row, which is what we're doing today, we now have our new
Generator.
Giga Wyatt.
Giga Wyatt. Yeah.
So
Name.
this is going to be something that, and we're kind of planned out that we can kind of connect, and every time we do a new character, we can kind of keep building, and kind of building more and more of the droid. And probably after, if I keep going and I get 3 more and we fill up a full 4x3, I'll probably make at least a couple of uncut sheets of that one or something. But we'll get there. So all of this stuff, and there's even more I'll get to in a little bit, but we can kind of do some more talking, and I'll show off a couple of things I'm doing, are all going to be in my wax packs. So
wonderful.
I figured this is also a cool thing, and then we'll just chat and we could talk of, if people are interested. I did a YouTube video on a few years ago of what goes into actually making these wax packs, because everything I do, I mean, literally everything I do is pretty much a one-man job. My kids help me a little at times, but it's all done by hand. It's all me. Hey, there's Rhino. So to show off kind of what actually goes into making the wax packs, the first thing I do is collate all of my packs. So like if I take this one, so I have a set of here, and you can see I've collated them all, and I put them into penny sleeves. And I do that because I'm about to go use, I don't just tape stuff out. These are real actual wax packs, and I have an actual little hobby iron, and I'll show you how this kind of works to seal all of it, because it's real wax. But let's see, let's go open up. So this is going to be this right here is going to be one of the collector packs. There's a couple of cards I'm not going to show off because I still want a few things to be a bit of a surprise. But like on the top page is going to be one of the new Generator. Then we have one of my artist reproduction cards. So this is Richie's. Then you get one of the Mount Droidmore.
Ooh.
Then I have every single collector pack actually has a hit and then a bonus hit. The bonus hits in this case, you have our artist autographs, which are autographed by an artist. Has a little sticker here.
I recognize that Ghostbuster.
Yep, this is
Albino
Mike
Rhino
Davidson.
and Mike.
Nope.
Oh no.
This is Mike Davidson.
Mike Davidson.
And then here, this is actually
Rhino's like shaking his head. That'd be fucking Sal.
This
Wasn't
hit
me.
here is actually a loaded sketch.
Oh wow!
This is a Nick Mugley loaded sketch.
Ooh,
And
shout out to
again,
Nick Mugley. He's gonna be on
my
stream
good
with
buddy
us soon.
Nick. So I'm having a hard time putting these together. But
Nick will
yeah,
be here for 2-minute sketches.
But so we have a loaded sketch, and then I have mention is doing I'm doing expansions. So actually we have Brian, one of your cards. So if you remember my GCDPD, my police department, for my artists who are coming in after I've done sets, I'm like, well, these are some cool ideas. Why don't you do a set? So this is actually the new character that Brian did for the GCPD. And then I have some other cards, and then there's a sticker. There's some other stuff I'm not showing off in here. We'll kind of keep it a secret. But what I'll basically do is I will collate all these together and put them all in an order, and then I will penny sleeve all of them. So this alone, it's hours just to friggin' put all these together. And then once all 500 of them are done, I will go.
Did you hear him? All 500
Well,
that he's manually doing.
And that's just the collector packs. I also then have another 500 hobby
Regulars.
packs
Yeah.
that will have it. So they're all going to have it. So real quickly, and I'll show what I do here. And I keep saying that. So these bonus hits, artist autographs. It could also be some of the silver medal cards from the theme sets. I even have, and I mentioned this the other day. I pulled one of them out to show you. Actually about a month or so ago. What most people don't realize is when you do these printing, like, you know how you can get Topps printing plates in garbage pail kids? So about a year or two ago, I started doing enough printing where when I print my cards, I do what's called a full production run, where it's anywhere from a 90 or 107 cards, all printed at once. So it's all, I pretty much, rent out the machine and get everything printed.
Yeah.
And because of that, I can ask for the printing plates, because these are all really made with true printing plates. Which I also learned come as a full uncut sheet, and I have to cut them up. But what I've started to do,
you have to cut the printing plates.
Yes.
I have to cut with metal shears. I put a post on it, but I had metal shears and a big metal cutter. And be very careful. So you'll see, I am including these. I'm putting them in penny sleeves because these is sharp metal and sharp corners. This will cut you if you are not careful.
Yeah.
So I penny sleeve all of them. But like this is one from my hometown set. This is the actual cyan printing plate from Brent's Australia droid. So it's the real printing plate. And I didn't do individual stickers, but what I'm doing is, I know it's not really kind of focusing, but I'm putting in it. There's a hologram sticker that says 1 of 1 printing plate on it.
No way. These are going to be hits, Mr. Marks?
These are bonus hits. These aren't even the main hits.
Yikes.
So there are across the 1,000 wax packs, I think there's about 300 or 350. There's almost a 1 in 3 chance to get an actual wax pack. But as Brian and Ryan and others will tell you, one of the things that I'm very conscious of is how little artists get compensated in this world, and they probably will. I think you know that as well. And like some of these artists I've worked with, like Marsha Parkins, if you know her, she's an amazing Star Wars artist.
Yes.
She had a card in the Galaxy set years ago, and she's been chasing her cards and chasing the printing plates of her own work. And one of the things I said was, when I started doing this, is for a very, very nominal fee, just to kind of help me offset some of the cost, I offer the printing plates to all of the artists first. So if they want their set of the 4 printing plates, it's theirs. And then if they don't, or a couple of them said, hey, let the world have them, I'm inserting all of these into the wax pack. So it also takes about 6 to 12 months for those printing plate sheets to dry. So when I actually get them, the ink is still tacky. I have to hang them up in my attic for 6 to 12 months before I can even start cutting them up. Otherwise, the ink is still wet. So this is all stuff that can't.
It's a lot of work, but
I said he's shown us that before.
Yeah.
to round out sharp edges on metal, you just got to use some sandpaper on the side. It'll round it out.
I don't have time for that for hundreds of plates.
I know. I understand. It's going to be hundreds of plates.
Well, so each sheet is either 90 or each sheet's 90 or 107 cards, and there's 4 front sheets and 4 back sheets. I'm only doing the front sheets. I'm not cutting up the back sheets for this.
Okay.
So that's 400 cards basically that I have to cut, put stickers on, pack in here. So about half of them, I think, are going into maybe a half or so are going into the packs, but half are going to the artists. But anyway, while we're kind of talking, what I can show you is what I actually do to pack up these things. So after I collate the cards into packs, I have my wax packs, which I use Sidekick Labs for. So these are actual like vintage style wax packs. When like the Mars Attacks
legit wax,
and so they're the ones who print these things. So what I do is I put the pack down. I take my pre-collated, and because it's I put the sticker on the back, so the front of it is kind of just a solid white. And by hand, I don't know if you guys can see it okay.
Yeah.
Pull it back a little bit. Pull it back closer to you.
Oh,
just pull the pack closer to you.
You're going to get it.
Yeah.
Sal, you're going to make him burn himself.
There we go. So basically, you have to learn I've gotten very good at this. Put it in the right spot. Go. You fold it. You fold it, and you just have to do this. I use this paper towel here to help me. Just fold it over. I have gotten very good at doing this.
And that's how you do wax pack origami.
So, yep.
Right.
And then I take a card. So I'll just take kind of any non-glossy card, and I'll use that as my help. Take my little hobby iron, and it actually literally melts the wax. And then I have a piece of paper towel over here. Well, I will dry it, so it's now sealed.
That's
and I will
that's
put it
amazing.
in a pile, grab the next one, grab the next one, and just keep going.
It takes
Now,
no deep cuts.
This isn't instructional either. He's actually putting the work in. This is work that's going to be sold.
Yeah. I need to do about another 300 of them before Friday night.
Yeah.
So,
take no deep cuts.
Right.
So you'll see a lot of people, like I know Billy Bootleg, and I've seen some of the some of you guys stuff you're doing. A lot of people do packs, but they're not actual wax. Like they'll do the same exact folding, but then they'll use a sticker or tape or something to shut it.
Mm-hmm.
I, for whatever idiotic reason, decided, hey,
Keep it
let's
up.
be kind of cool and do a vintage wax pack and actually melt these things done.
And it's appreciated.
Definitely appreciated.
So I'm going to I'll put it back up and just kind of not keep showing. I'm going to keep doing this. I can kind of talk and wax at the same time. But I found when I first started, I would do about 50, and I would average about 50 an hour, 45, 50 an hour. Now I can kind of get up to about 75 an hour. So it's about a little over, one a minute.
You guys don't know. If you guys don't know in the chat, Adam Marks is 16 years old. He just has so much work to do.
Oh man, I wish I was 16. Oh, my daughter turns 16 next week. So
Whoa.
My
don't
son
want
is
to be
16.
16.
My son is 16. Yes.
But yeah, so I'm pretty much doing this. And then what's interesting is I realized early on that I never dreamed 5 years later I would still be doing this. I mean, when I did the wax packs, I made 100 of them, and I'm like, maybe I'll sell them. And it took a few months to sell them out. And then like, hey, let's do more, and it was fun. But as with everything, it's expensive. You get so many of them, it takes a long lead time to get them. So I'm like, how do I do wax packs that are able to kind of reuse them? And also because of all of the collector packs, a lot of people, when you buy them, almost every other place I go, you'll say, hey, give me 4, and they all have hits, and they'll give you 4 random wax packs, which I always wonder if they're giving their friends hits, not hits. Do they know what's in them, what's not? Some people I work with, I know it's pure random.
There was an independent set that did that and got kind of aired out from whatnot, but we're not going to say anything about that because we're not saying any names.
Yeah. So what I do is I came with this idea where I create this blank square here, and that lets me do 2 things. One, I print out strips of characters. So for my hobby packs, where there were hits in there, but they're not the sketches or anything, I don't number them. I kind of use that square to put what it is, so I know what release is from. But if it's the collector pack, I print out labels that have numbers. So I'm going to take 500 numbers of stickers, put them on here, and then I put those into team bags, and I put a hologram closure on there. And then, as a lot of people listening know, I let you choose the pack you want. So it's like I have no control over it. If you'll buy it, hey, I want 5 packs. I have a spreadsheet, pick an open pack, and those are the ones you get. So I just try to make it as fair as possible. I mean, you can see here, I don't even know what's in these packs. I mean, I'm packing up all of these. They don't have numbers on them. They're all getting mixed together. And I'm literally just going to take random numbers or whatever and put them on there. So because
you're a fair human being.
I try. But yeah, so I'm going to share off one other thing for now, and we'll kind of keep talking, and I'll tease some other stuff in there.
I'm going to do the chat. I'm going to do a chat Q&A with you.
Go for it.
Yeah, I was going to show you real
awesome.
quick.
But I'll let you do your thing first.
The original, by the way.
Oh yeah, so that is.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so here is that. Yep. So you can kind of see that's the card that went into it. So one of the things I do with all of the with all of the sets I do is I try to also make it cool where all of the original art that is used to make the cards, I put into sets. I put into wax packs for about 95%. There's a couple of exceptions where I haven't. But what I let the artists do is if they want, a couple of them do it digitally. Actually, there's one in here I'll show you from this new set, which was Mike Mastermaker. He did this one digitally.
Oh, Michael Mastermaker.
So this is kind of a Cyclops one. But if they do it digitally, or in the case, with the new Giga Wyatt one right from Brian is, oops, my phone.
Michael Mastermaker is correctly advertising with his last name because he makes masterpieces.
Sorry, my computer almost died on me. I got unplugged. So like with this one, I said if you want to do it on a bigger page, whatever, or with Michael, if you want to do it digitally, also give me a sketch card that I can put into the pack that kind of mimics it or does something close enough. But yeah, so it's actually, I'll show off that. So the whole set. So I said I'm kind of doing expansion sets. So the first one I did, as I mentioned, with the GCPD one, we have Big Adam did my Misbehaved Dave. We have Brian, the new one, Mike. How did you pronounce it?
La Peruta.
La Peruta.
But it's not correct at all. Adam.
He did one. Albino.
Albino Rhino.
I love this one with Hu Yang. Tony, the Shish Kebab. We got Anthony Pizzak did his snail. Dio. Carmen Santa Ferrara. Santa Ferrara.
No worries.
It's funny, like we talk all on the computer with each other. Like you're like I never actually pronounced their names. And then Mike did this. So we have an expansion. So these are going to be number like PD E7, E1 as kind of an expansion. And then the hometown sets we did as well. So Mike did his New York set. Big Adam for Scranton.
Big Adam.
So this is from like The Office. We got Brian.
That was from The Office? I thought that was Silent Bob and Jay.
Yeah, it is.
No, this is Scranton from The Office. Michael Scott and
Dwight.
Yeah, good. So Brian did his DC. What do we got? Tony did Cleveland.
I had a lot of fun with this one.
Yeah, let's see. Jack did Minnesota. Albino did his St. Louis, and then Dan, Australia.
Crikey.
You know. Yep. So these are going to be in here. Dan Lydiate. How do you pronounce Lydiate? I don't know. Lydiate. Yeah, I don't even know these things. So he got involved as well. And the last thing I'll say, actually, what you can find in here, you mentioned printing proofs. I don't remember, was it Brian or Ryan? One of you said that you kind of gotten the printing proof set. So
yep.
One of the things that I come up with is when I get these cards, they send, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but these printing proof versions. So what they'll do as part of the printing process is they'll print off a cyan run, they'll print off a magenta run and a yellow run. And sometimes I get them, sometimes I don't. Last time I got them, they were blank back. This time I did get them for some of the new stuff. So you'll be able to get, and this is actually going to be like in the wax pack, and these ones do have backs. Like this is, for example, the magenta run of that. So I only got 10 full sets of these. I'm not giving them all. I keep some. Brent gets one. A few of them just kind of gets held in my vault or whatever. So I'll take 3 of the sets and put them in there so you can actually open up a wax pack and get some of the printing proof versions as well, which are true kind of pre-production. It was just, hey, they ran them off, and sometimes they include them in the mail I get. I mean, the package I got was a 450-pound freight package that came because it's over 50,000 cards.
Do you have a pallet jack? Do you have a pallet jack?
It came on a ballot.
I mean, you should see. He sends pictures like when we were in the
it was huge
with the artists and stuff. He'll send pictures of like the pallet showing up. It's crazy.
It was. And I mean, to give you an idea, and again, I know, and I'm not complaining, but like the shipping charge alone on this thing was about $800 just to get this damn thing shipped to me. Yeah. And as we all know, printing costs have not gone down over the last.
No, it's we know firsthand. No.
But anyway, so yeah, I mean that's really it. I mean, there's some other stuff. If we'll chat a little bit more, I can kind of show some of it off. There's a couple surprises I still have in store for everybody. But really, just next Friday, my plan is to hopefully go live, do some open rip and ship. So I said my son loved it last time. I'm gonna hopefully get him involved to kind of rip some of these things on camera, sell some stuff. We'll have the Albino Rhinos Philly show promo card that was from the spring Philly show. We'll have some of those things for sale. I'm selling them, but any money that people, if anyone who buys them from me, Ryan gets the money. I'm just kind of the conduit. I'll have my Smallville cards for sale. And then I'll just have lots of wax packs and options I'm going to hopefully use the next week or so just to kind of show off all the prices, make sure everyone knows what's going on, and hopefully get these wax packs done and packed up and numbered and stickered. There's still a lot to do. But anyway.
I also want to thank you for letting me be a garbage chute droid.
You are very, very welcome. Yeah, I want to open up. I open up packs to see. So actually, we'll open one more pack, and then we'll see. So, like again, this is another pack. You got the printing proof. You got Clinton's picture. You got the droid. This is our bonus. This was Steve Crockett's, one of his metal cards. This one has one of the Smallville promo cards in here. Oh, we have a Michael Mastermaker. Let's see this sketch.
Nice.
That's a sketch you can get. Here's one of Carmen's. There's something else. You get some stickers. So what I've really tried to do is, when I first started this, for people who've been around for, I can't believe it now, 4.5 years, and wax packs about 4, a lot of the packs would be a lot of the same cards, and I would even reuse the same cards year over year over year. And what I'm trying to do now to really honor kind of and say how much I appreciate the people who stuck around with me for a while is really retire the older cards. Like I still have some of the older cards and some of the older sets, but I really try to limit what I put out there. So if I love the GCD fan club, the trading that goes on there and people helping each other out.
Very awesome community.
But yeah, so much of what I try to do, I'm like, you know what? You guys are collectors like me. If I would have been collecting for years and I had this stuff and now it continues to pump out the same product over and over, it would kind of frustrate me a little. So I'm just kind of happy to, help out the people who still have been collecting for a while. So anyway, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to pack up some more wax packs and questions do people have?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Mike Ritchie is in the building. Yes,
Richie.
What's up, brother?
We showed off some of your cards earlier, Richie.
Yes, we did. Samtron was in the building. Robert Decker was in the building. Diane Duran was in the building. Only One Sella. Maricela Donko is another great artist. She's in the building. Cheryl Brooks Vick. Let's go. Everyone's here to show love for Garbage Chute Droids. Let's go.
Yeah, Mario in the building too.
So let's get a question from the chat. We have about a 20-second delay, depending on people's internet connection that's watching. So if you guys have a question for Adam Marks, I will go ahead and put it up on the screen and we will get it going.
Yeah, and Diane, I would love to go to the Philly show. Every year, I always want to go. I'd love to set up a table and do stuff there. It's just always either just a bad weekend or it was during Comic-Con or during something. But one of these days, I really want to kind of get down there for the weekend, get my own table. God knows I have enough Garbage Pail Kids, Star Wars cards, and Garbage Chute Droids to have a whole big table.
Yeah, there's always such a turnout specifically for Garbage Chute Droids.
Yeah.
I think at Ryan, you could probably attest, like at your table in.
Yeah, I sold a lot of Garbage Chute Droids that, they ate it up because it's not something you can really find readily.
Yeah.
And they were all over it.
Yeah,
something
and it's
different.
And shipping has gotten so bad. I mean, when I first started doing this, if you want to buy a pack or something, most shipping would be like $3, kind of sometimes a little more than that. I mean, the cheapest things go out now, it's almost $4. Like if you're lucky and you get a few things, you're putting $7, $8 shipping. It's like, it's hard to sell things. I mean, my margins on these, with the amount of work that goes into it, like I said, if I'm selling a hobby pack for $4 or $5, I'm not making a ton of money on that. I mean, I don't do this for the money. I mean, I do this for the fun. I do it for the collector, just the community. I think the artist will tell you it's, I love to pay them more, but if I did, then I would be losing money. But it's just, I enjoy this so much. It's much to my wife's frustration. I think she would love it if I stopped doing this because of cards. I'm at the dining room table right now. Things take over the house, but yeah, it's anyway. Yeah, so I think going to a show and just having dollar stickers or $3, $4 wax packs would be awesome. I am based in New Jersey. I'm in North Jersey. So Philly is about a 2-hour drive for me, so it's not something I could just kind of do a day trip for. I kind of would have to make it a weekend, but I would love to go down there for it.
Well, we're going to be down there
on April 5th and 6th.
We're going to all be down there in April.
Oh, in April?
Come get a table with us. Let's get tables. Right?
April 5th. See, and then my problem with my work is the first weekend, like usually the 3rd, 4th, 5th business day of the month is my busiest time because this is all, nighttime stuff. I mean, I have a full-time job, 2 kids, all that. So it's like usually if I had to take a day off and go down there, that first weekend is always a very tough one for me. But hey, maybe we'll be able to figure something out in April. It would be awesome if I could.
Yes. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I want to do a Q&A question.
Go for it.
Who is your favorite Garbage Chute droid?
My favorite Garbage Chute droid?
Yeah, out of the ones out right now.
It's still Bad Mo. I mean, I'm an Adam Bomb guy.
Yeah.
Adam guy.
Namesake.
It's my original. This is actually, so the set I'm using here is an example. So you know what? I will show off one more new thing for the set.
Did you know you're the only Adam we know? We don't know any other Adams.
No.
Not even in the world. You're the only Adam we know.
I'm the only one that matters.
Is he in the chat? You
No,
can't
Adam's out with his family planning his parents' anniversary.
But
he's gonna watch this later. That's why I said that.
But one more set, I'll just give you one more exclusive on this stream here. So I did a set for this kind of a Star Wars theme show I went to a few years ago, where if you're familiar enough with the 1977 Star Wars cards, they have this view here, which I'll show you, that has kind of this blue border background for a card. So I made a set of swag cards for that show that were really cool, but I wanted, it's when you make a kind of set of swags, you only make so much of them, and you don't kind of want to just keep giving them out years later. So I'm actually brought them back. I made a few different tweaks. I don't have the originals here, but in the wax packs, you'll be able to get all 9 of mine. So the kind of the first 3, so these are slightly different. They actually have a little checklist and stuff on the back, very similar to, the old Star Wars cards. So you have 3 in blue. Series 2 is in the red. And then the new ones are in Series 3, which was in Star Wars, was yellow background, which includes the new characters. And then this was an old sticker I did. So this is very Star Wars themed. But then I have 2 new stickers as well that are coming out.
nice.
So there will be at least one of these cards or stickers in every pack as well. But yeah, so that's also going to be in the new stuff. Like I said, I kind of went a little overboard, but I really wanted to kind of have as much new stuff as I could in these wax packs to, make it fun for the collectors. And there's so much. It was like I never dreamed people would ever want to buy more than 2 or 3 wax packs. Some of you, and I'm sure some of them who are, I get orders for 20, 30, 40 wax packs, and we have to put a limit on it. Because
I might be at the top, and you might be at the top of this bunch right here.
Yeah. so I've even put a limit on how many, because there are a couple of people who would buy them all if given the option. But I wanted to kind of give as much opportunity to people. But I wanted to kind of help out. In my early days, if you bought 30 packs, you would have 20 duplicates of every single card out there by the time you kind of put everything together. And that's not fun. Like, I don't want people just spending the money just to get the hit. So now I want to be able to kind of give you a chance to build a set and have all these different insert sets in here and kind of make it a little more fun.
Catch up, people. You can catch up on sets you missed.
Yep. Well, not really, because the old stuff's not in here. It's all new.
Well, if you missed the new stuff.
Yeah.
You got an opportunity.
So what else? What other questions people have for me?
Diane wanted to know if you ever thought of doing a Patreon.
I thought about it, but it's one of those, I don't know how much more I could offer. I don't know. I mean, it's like, I don't want to just say, hey, give me $5 a month and I'll do a Q&A with you. Like I'd love to, if I did something, I want to be able to offer something special, but I don't
like
have
a
the
giveaway,
time.
like a giveaway after we do this Q&A that we're gonna do, just to let you guys know, we're doing a giveaway.
Hey, nice. Yeah, I have a couple things I can do as a giveaway.
Oh, I have,
well.
I have. You could add that too, but we
Yeah.
have something just to let you know. Can I? I'm going to show you what we're giving
Go for
away.
it. All right,
While
go
we were
for it.
talking and interviewing you, Will Green, Garbage Chute Droids artist, just did this bad mo, and we're going to give this away to someone in the chat.
Very nice.
We're going to run a
Can
race.
I get in on that? Can
Yes,
I
you
get in on
can, sir.
this?
Yes,
you
you
go.
can. Yes, you can, Mr. Marks. Yes, you can. Yes, you
Like
can.
I said, I may be the creator, but I'm a collector too.
Yeah. No, you can absolutely be in there.
Nice.
Absolutely. We'll
But yeah,
shuffle it around.
Yeah, for anyone who's new too, if you go to garbagechutedroids.com, I have a bunch of links there. But my GCD fan club, the Garbage Chute Droids fan club, which is on Facebook, I haven't done any recently, but I try to do a lot of giveaways and other things. And usually around this time around the time when I go to do my next release, and I have to put in order for new wax packs or printing, I'll sometimes do some sales. I've done a couple of kind of raffles for some, kind of like from the vault type stuff where are really one of a kind or things that just were never for sale, but I have a couple of them to kind of, raise some money because these things are expensive. It's definitely a big outlay of funds, but I'm one of those people who, as many of you know, some, let's say there's Garbage Pail Kid companies out there who've done pre-orders for things that never ship and have a lot of the community's money. I really don't like to take any money until I have something to actually send you. But here's a question. How does a new or interested artist get involved? Basically, just send me an email. I don't care if you're a professional tops artist, if you're an amateur artist, if you do art on the side. Like when I first started this, I was kind of begging a lot of friends and begging people and kind of say, hey, can you do this for me? And can you get involved? And I want to get some great stuff in here. And I've been lucky enough where I don't have to do that anymore. I don't need 1,000 sketches. I wouldn't be able to sell 1,000 sketches, but I need a few hundred. And so I have kind of a really good collection of artists sometimes some do like Lowell just did like 6 for me. But Brian and Ryan will send me 20 at a time. Like,
sorry, I had to do some OG one, or like the original one.
I got 5 of them sitting here ready to come for it to you.
Nice.
So I had to do the original one last time, Adam. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. But it's basically if you're interested, hit me up. Right now, it's a little tough to scale with me because I'm trying to get out here. But like I said, if you're interested and you want to do it and you have a passion for it, I am happy to get you involved. If you only want to do 5-10, if you want to do 20-25, I don't really do much more than that at a time. But I'm happy to take it and get anyone who wants to get involved. I'm happy. I might say I want to tell
you, she's a great artist though. She just won an art. She just won an art show in her area.
We can definitely vouch for her, Adam.
Cool.
Like I'll be honest with you. Like I've got nothing but love for GCD. Adam gave me my start.
Me too.
Right out of the blue, I was like, "Hey, Mr. Marks, how are you doing today, sir? Do you take on amateur artists?" And he said, "Yes. The more more than welcome." So,
yeah, I mean, some of the and I hate to use the word amateur. And Richie, I'll answer your question in a second. I hate to use the word amateur, but like some of the amateur artists who've reached out to me and like, "Hey, do you want to do it?" I've reached out to Fox Lang.
Mm-hmm.
Right, the guys on this call, Mike La Puerta. I know you. La Puerta. I mean, I can go through my list. I mean, it's just like some of these guys who've been doing art for years. They're amazing. Who just either don't have a following, don't have an outlet, or whatever. I'm like, actually, I'll give you one other perfect example. But I'm like, sure, come and do stuff. I mean, the only thing I hate, like with all you guys and Kimber and others. Now that when you get picked up by Tops, you have less time for me. That's my only frustration. So I have a deadline. Can you get me stuff by October? And you're like, no. So one funny story is, so I'm in New Jersey, North Jersey. My local comic book store, which is Fat Moose Comics, which is the oldest comic book store in New Jersey. Nice. I gave them a few of my collector packs and my hobby packs to sell. And then, the owner puts them on like Facebook page and kind of said, hey, whoever wants them. And this guy in Connecticut who lived in New Jersey, Richie, yeah, you too. who collected garbage pail kids. He's like, hey, can I get some of those? I'm like, sure. And then we were talking, reached out, and he really liked it, and he was showing me, and kind of like with some other people, like I was so inspired by it, I drew a picture of what kind of a cool garbage chute droid from his favorite garbage pail kid and his favorite Star Wars droid, and I'm like, that's really cool. Have you ever considered doing sketches? So that was probably about 3 years ago, and we all know Guy Holzer.
Yes.
He literally just picked up a pen. He's like, I haven't done art in 20 years, or hopefully that's the right number, in a while. And he started doing it, and it's just, I loved his stuff. I'm like, give me more. And he also got picked up by Topps.
What he does with the colored pencils is crazy.
Oh my god, it is unbelievable.
It glows.
Yeah.
That freaking Toxic Avenger droid card. Come on.
Yep.
So, but yeah, and that's just one of those. He had a passion. I'm like, I want you to do sketches for me. And Mike, I know you were asking if the pink and the blue. So I've done a number of different wax pack sets. My first round was a pink and a purple one. The pink for OS1, and the purple is very Star Wars themed one. And then my second round was the blue ones like OS2. Then I did the green ones for OS3, and now the yellow ones for OS4. And because of the quantities and the price of these, I'll use them for like 1 or 2 series, and then I'll retire them as I run out of them. So this will probably be the last time you see the yellows, or at least the majority, or hopefully next time I'll have some new packs for the next release in 6-9 months, whenever it is. So some of the older packs, I don't really have a lot of the, I don't sell those packs necessarily. I have a few from previous sets available. So, if you want one, you can definitely reach out. I can let you know what I may or may not have kind of separately. But at this point, it's, I kind of use up what I have, put the rest of it away, and now kind of stick with this new version. The cool thing I liked about it, I don't think I have it up here, but like if you know OS4, the pink, blue, OS4 for Damien. For the
Martial
yellow
Arts
pack,
Master Damien.
If you know anything about it, there were like 9 different variants of the yellow garbage pail kid variants. There was it with like a purple background. Then there was some, do I have them over here? It kind of is a similar where it's kind of, instead of a purple mushroom cloud versus a white cloud, they had it with the 25 cent, without the 25 cent. So I kind of thought it'd be fun as well to kind of do a bunch of varieties. And it's just kind of that attention to detail, because I'm a collector. I love this type of stuff. So it's always fun to do what I can to be as specific to the originals as I can, but making it my own. I think I frustrate Brent a lot of times too, because he'll do his artwork and I'm kind of tweaking little bits and could you do this and can you do that, and we take forever, but I know a lot of you will kind of agree. Not to toot my own horn, but it's kind of the attention to detail that I think also sets kind of Garbage Chute Droids apart, because I really try to give reverence, I guess, to what is being based off of.
Would you ever do a wacky packages style Garbage Chute Droid set?
So that's something I've considered. We actually, in the last set, I just did the pop culture set. Mm-hmm. Jean-Pierre from Peru, his was a wacky pack style Funko Pop card.
Yeah, I remember
that.
Yeah, you have that. Ryan has that. Get that, Ryan. Grab it.
You give the original?
Yeah, he has the original.
Ah, nice. And that was one of those that was he did it as a 5x7, and I converted that to a card. So it's something we thought about. The other interesting thing is, where I used to kind of think ahead 2-3 months, I pretty much am trying to plan a year out now. So like my next 2 theme sets are already printed. I did that, and now I'm thinking about what my next sets are. So I already have solicitations out, and some of the artists on this call have finished. Some are still doing. But like what I know, my next 2 theme sets will be after that. So, I'm trying to keep ahead, so I have kind of a year's worth of stuff ahead of me. I've already talked to Brent, because this is Garbage Chute Droid 9. Next one is 10. That's a pretty big, ridiculous number that it just astounds me that we've gotten this far. So, I'm definitely going to do something special for number 10. We've already talked about and locked down what that character is going to be. But it's a process. I have to find time where he has free time for it. We have to go through. We have a back and forth with the different concepts and the details, and the time zone definitely doesn't help when he's in Australia and I'm here. but then we have to print it. He does some of the printing in Australia, and he has to sign it and send to me. And it's always funny. There's been these occasions where, if you remember that one year during COVID when there were all of those fires in California as well as in Australia, and like half of Australia was on fire.
I was in California at that time.
Yeah,
but
that one year with Australia, he went to go send me some package. Mail was delayed over a month because they couldn't get from the West Coast to the East Coast. So it's like, I need to get this stuff out. And I think that for one of them, I think that was the Deteriorate Ted, I did a IOU because I had everything else ready to go except for the auto cards. Yeah. So in the wax packs, I did kind of a redemption. And back then I would print out like IOU. I think now it's fun. I do those scratch off cards. Mm-hmm. So if anyone's seen them, I don't know if I have any examples. Well, I'm going to cover it up. So this is one of the scratch offs that I do. There's a live code on here. But there'll be a scratch off, and then I think I have them. So actually, and then the way I do those is I print out the scratch off. The actual card is blank. I then, like I do with these labels, I print out clear labels, apply the labels, and then you can get these scratch off rolls. So that's what I do is I'll apply the scratch off sticker on top of the label. And so that's been a fun way to do it. So actually another exclusive is a new, this is a new scratch off card. I'm running out of the old ones. But those will be available. And I am going to bring back, I stopped on the last round, but I'm going to bring it back as well. I think a lot of people love that when and I'm going to do it for this time, every $50 you spend, you get a scratch off card. And that scratch off card can have anywhere from $5 to $25 off coupon for a future order, or it's not guaranteed. It could also be, the famous "Sorry, not a winner" scratch off. Which, somebody, I think it was Julie. Somebody suggested make a shirt, so I made a shirt.
Yes, there's t-shirts.
Sorry, not a winner.
I have one of those.
Yeah. So for every $50, you get a scratch off that gives you a chance. It's like a 1 in 5 chance to win $5, or 1 in 10 chance to win $10, or 1 in 25 chance to win $25 off. But for every $200 you spend, which I saw Damien, I know you're on here. There's a couple of the other guys.
That's the gold scratcher, right?
For every $200 you spend, that fourth scratch off is a guaranteed win. So you'll notice there's a difference between a gold scratch off and a silver scratch off. The silver is a chance for a win. If you ever see a gold, I did that. There is a prize, whether it's my redemption in the wax packs, whether it's a dollar amount. But if you ever see a gold scratch off, there is some kind of prize underneath it.
Yes, I know that.
Damien's won a commission off of one from me, so I did a puzzle commission for him off of my scratch off.
Are you guys ready to do a giveaway?
Go for it.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, Brian said no. All right, no, let's ask more questions. We got another question from Sella. She wants to know if you have an aesthetic that you prefer.
Me personally, whatever your aesthetic is. The one thing I love, and I say this to every artist, is do what you love. Do what makes you special. Like, I know there's been a couple of companies out there who do sketch cards, and there was one I know we had a chat about it. It was like, they want me to do this character 5 times with this color background and this pose. It has to look like this. Like, that's not fun. And even Topps, when I know with Star Wars, they were like, it has to be photorealistic. It has to have a reference. Like, to me, I don't want just like, I love Adam Bomb, and actually my personal collection is Adam Boom, who I collect. I don't want just another piece of art that looks exactly like the original. I'll buy the original. Like, I want your take on it. If it's something that, is cool for you, that is exciting for you, that's what I want. Which I know sometimes artists hate when you say, I don't have any direction, just give me something unique. And I've had a couple be like, no, like, I need you to tell me what you want. And then others would be like, oh, that's awesome. Like, I'm going to come up with some stuff. And I know Richie, I have a really cool,
like something like that, right?
Good guidelines.
Yeah, I mean, the only guidelines I really give, it has to have either a garbage chute droid. Yeah. So if it's one of my now 9 characters, you can do it however you want in any position, any reference. If it has one of my characters, or it has to have a Garbage Pail Kid reference and a droid reference from Star Wars.
And if
Some
it has
kind of
both, I know you like the ones that have both.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
it has to. Yeah.
He's gliding.
And yeah, other than that, basically, I try to stay away from politics, religion, hardcore like drugs and stuff, because I still like to make it family friendly. I have a bunch of guys who will buy them and open them with their kids, and I try to make it PG-13. I will say, and even though I love like the disgrace to the White House type stuff from Tops. Right now, I think in this kind of political environment, I try to stay away from politics, I just don't want to look like, oh, you're endorsing one side or the other side. And people are very particular these days.
Yes,
so
yes.
it's just, I try not to stay there. There's been a couple of cards that were done kind of early on or from artists with commissions who I wish hadn't done what they did. They're out there. But yeah, I mean, other than that, my rule is if you were open it up in a pack and you like it, I'm going to like it, because the worst card any of you on this stream draw is still going to be better than one of the best cards I can draw. I can do a lot of the digital work. I design all this stuff, but the stuff you guys do.
I think that's a challenge.
Goldenrod.
All
you
right.
can do a goldenrod if you do it in a tasteful way.
Yes.
For those people who don't know, goldenrod. Goldenrod refers to, there was a card in the 1970s in the Star Wars set.
He has a golden rod sticking out the bottom.
Supposedly, this metal piece was falling right at the certain time that was captured that makes C-3PO look excited, as we'll say it like that. And they later digitally removed it and put out a corrected version of it. But that's affectionately known as the goldenrod card.
We have a narrative for that.
Oh my.
Oh my. And the word is oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh my.
No dangling that day.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
That was, even though Adam Marks is PG, he's on the Warrior stream, and we say that C-3PO is a sex robot. Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Hey, Sal, do you got a race ready?
What's up?
I don't really have a say in that one.
Yep.
Ryan says time to race.
They just
So we have first place gets the Will Green Bad Mo sketch. Did you want to add something to the race?
I'm going to add
Dingy.
for free, as long as you place an order. Actually, no, not even for free. I mean, if you don't place an order, I'll ship it out. If you do, I'm going to hold on to it. 2 hobby packs.
Ooh.
So there's no sketch in here, but you can get the printing plates, metal cards, autographs, stuff in there. So 2 hobby packs.
Wow. All right. So if you get, so let's say first place gets both prizes. How about that? They get the hobby pack.
First and last.
First and last?
Yeah,
Okay,
so
first let's do first to be Will Green, and then last will be Adam Marks. If Adam Marks gets last place, he will pick a number right now, and whoever gets that number in the race will win. Okay?
Wow, double blind.
Yes.
I have this to get put in there too.
Oh, we got a third prize. Third prize.
That's 6th place.
Let's
So
make
this
that.
is the Philly Show promo cards.
Yep,
then
and
you
some
get
of
my
some of
stickers.
those autograph cards are in the wax packs as well. You'll be able to pull some of those.
Do you have an extra handsome style card in there?
I didn't put any of the handsome style cards in the wax packs. I can give them out, but
No, I'm talking to Ryan.
oh,
Throw that in there.
This one?
Yeah.
I'll put that in there too.
Woo! Let's go.
So, 3rd place, 4th place.
Let's go. Bang bang.
Bang, bang.
so last place gets 2 packs.
Yes. So let me document everyone in the chat right now. Everyone that's still live, please put hashtag GCD rocks, and I will put you in this race. Hashtag GCD rocks.
Can you just put my name in there, or do I have to?
Yes, I got you. I got you, brother. I got you.
We're all here. We're all here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
funny. I thought you said GCD.
Put me in too.
DCD
Mine's not
rocks.
showing up.
I got you.
Yeah, that's what I
hope I'm in
thought.
my sketch.
I also put myself in there. That's why I put it in the chat. Oh, let's go.
So the Sal
It
is
is a
number 4,
watercolor.
right?
This is my first.
Yeah, Sal's number
watercolor.
4.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my first watercolor in probably a couple years.
Nice.
So it is watercolor.
That's awesome. All right, we're gonna do a robot race, so we can close the show, get some winners, celebrate Garbage Shoe Droids.
Clankety
Let me
clank.
get some names. Let me see how many people are in here right now. We got me, Raw Lamb, Ryan. We got Adam Marks. Let's do this. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Got it here. Oh, put the names back in. Unfortunately, someone talk while I do this.
But well, I want to say thanks a lot. Like this is, I love these calls. I mean, I know it's a lot of times I don't get a chance to get on these meetings. Sometimes you've invited me before. Times don't always work, so I appreciate it. But yeah, and even just kind of opening up and chatting, and letting the GCD love go out there.
I don't think enough people thank you, Adam, for what you do. I mean, what you're putting into, providing people like, something to collect other than just, garbage pail, and, still paying homage to both of those, societies pretty much.
Nice to see behind the factory too.
He's a good boss, guys.
Yeah.
It's always funny when people say, like, "Hey, you're the boss," or like Rusty always calls me like, you're one of the favorite publishers I work for.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm not a publisher. I'm a guy who creates stupid like trading cards. It's so weird to the mindset I'm in. It's just like, hey, this is just, it's fun, but it's
all right. Can I present this?
A lot of work.
All right, this is who I got in the race, gentlemen. I got Adam Marks, Albino Rhino, Raw Lamb, Handsome Sal, Robert Decker, Diane Duran, Mari Saladanko. We got Cheryl Brooks Vick, Mike Ritchie, and Damian Kellerwees. Is there anybody else before I run this race? We got 1 minute and 30 seconds on there.
For the fans.
So with my sketch cards, you're also going to get the GPKU sticker.
Ooh.
An albino rhino sticker, and then the other one.
Stop trying to load them up. Damn it, Ryan.
I have that on my cup. I keep an albino rhino on my coffee cup. And
These
a
are
big
new
Adam.
ones. These are little ones.
Some stickers.
The babies. Oh, nice little.
Got a Handsome Sal on there
He's
too.
a creature.
I'll throw in a creature sticker.
I got a Juju.
A TT sticker.
I got a Chris Flowers.
And one of my favorite ones, a buck around and find out.
A buck around.
Yes.
Ha ha.
All right, so I'll throw in all 3 of those stickers with it too. Those are mine.
Ooh.
I'll throw
Oh, I
in.
forgot to add Jessica Ickes. I just saw her name. 1 second. Jess.
Jess.
Let's go.
Stack it so it says
Jess.
stack it.
All right. So you're gonna add that to your piece, right? Those are coming with your piece, Will?
Yep.
Okay.
Those 3 stickers will come free.
All right, race is run. We're gonna close this show with a wonderful race and thank Adam Marks for his show. Let's go. 11 names, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Good luck to everyone. I'm gonna turn down this music just a little bit, and we're gonna shuffle this one. We should shuffle it, right?
Why not?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Boom.
So while this is going as well, I'll also add, if anybody ever just wants, I made a few years ago these DIY sketch cards. So it's kind of not it's the same stock, but it's not going to be official cards. So if you're ever ordering and you kind of want, hey, I'd love to kind of make my own, I will be happy to send off one of those DIY cards to you. And hey, send me one of those. And if it's a cool sketch, I'd be happy. Maybe I'll even turn it into a card for you. But I have a whole bunch of those DIY cards still available. So if you're listening and you order from me and you want one, just let me know.
Ooh. You guys got to message them. And that's for you, Maricelo, too. You said you wanted to contact them. This is how you contact them. And on Facebook under Adam Marks. MARKS.
Or just Garbage Chute Droids as well. The main page there. GarbageChuteDroids.com. You can go there as well. It has all of my stuff. And I'm on Whatnot, but I haven't started streaming yet. I haven't decided if I want to. I haven't done it yet.
I've seen one of your streams. I got to hang out on one of them.
That's another really good.
One of your rare streams, Adam.
Yeah, I haven't done a stream yet. No, I have an account.
Weren't you live once? No, you were in the chat. You were in the chat.
Yeah,
you were in the chat. That's right. You were in the
probably
chat.
Ryan's.
I know. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I remember. I saw you in the chat. That's what it was.
Justin's coming from behind. Justin's coming from behind.
Oh,
look at that. Bam.
All right. Let's look at who won what.
The last one added. First one out.
First place.
Man.
Jessica Ickes gets the Will Green pack. Third place, Damian Kellerhuis gets the Albino Rhino Garbage Chute Droid card.
It was Mike Ritchie in last place.
Fourth place, Diane Duran gets the Handsome Sal sketch card, or gets the Handsome Sal card.
Right.
Oh, last place, Handsome Sal gets the 2 pack. Let's go. I never win nothing on my own. It's just my luck to be in last place, because that's where I'm always at.
Look at that.
Sal, remind me, I'm bumping it up to 3 packs for you.
Woo!
For throwing this together, inviting me on, letting me be part of this. That's my thank you.
I'm so happy. Nice. Yay. Well, we want to thank you, Adam Marks, for hanging out with us. Everyone, you guys better make sure you guys follow him on Facebook, Instagram. Go to Facebook at GarbageChuteDroids.com. Follow it. Stay on top of everything. We will keep you on top of things if you follow his fan page, or even on Garbage Kale Kids United on Facebook. We also like to promote Garbage Chute Droids. We open them on multiple streams on there. So we want to thank Adam Marks for hanging out with us and really just giving people this sneak peek. And just, I hope you guys are excited as I am, because I'm forgetting what to say. That's how excited I am.
Next Friday, hopefully, probably in the GCD fan club. I'm hoping to go live. So if you hit me up, you can buy stuff then. God willing, everything will be all done and packed up and ready by then. So thank you.
Bada boom. So yes. I am Handsome Sal. This is Raw Lamb. That's the albino rhino right here. That's Will Green, and that's Beans, and that's Mr. Garbage Chute Droids right there. We are the Garbage Chute Droids Warriors, and we are out.